Ladies and gentlemen, a very warm welcome to the Marriott Hotel. This is our final press conference. A weigh-in will take place tomorrow at 1 p.m. and then it's down to business Saturday night. Man of Steel, presented by Eddie Hearn's Matchroom Sport. Let me quickly introduce you to our very busy top table. Joining us at the last minute there is a medalist from the 2012 Olympic Games and an undefeated professional, ladies and gentlemen, Anthony Ogogo. Right, where are we? David, sorry. Undefeated in 10 contests. Someone said a part-time model, but a full-time boxer. Ladies and gentlemen, the undefeated David Brophy. Former British and Commonwealth featherweight champion, a reigning Celtic super featherweight champion, and the WBC International silver super featherweight champion. I think everybody's in agreement that he's never, ever been in a dull fight in his entire career. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only John Simpson. Winning the Olympic gold medal at the 2012 Olympics and two-time ABA champion and a member of the British Empire, Anthony Joshua. Scotland's #1, Alex Morrison. Trainer makes the fight, fighter makes the trainer. You can argue as long as you like, but he is involved in his 20th world title contest from day one to the bell ringing. Billy Nelson. Trainers, we need 2 on the evening, so a very warm welcome to our visitor joining us from Omaha, Nebraska, Brian McIntyre. In the heavyweight division, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome from Buenos Aires, Argentina. If I can find him on this list, it will be even easier. Hector Avila. He comes to this contest in a serious frame of mind, having been the former Argentinian cruiserweight champion and the reigning WBC Mundo Hispano heavyweight champion. Massive test for AJ. Thank you. We've got Michael Roberts at the very end there. Thank you, Michael. Lovely to see you. 13 undefeated super featherweight. He's made a big impression. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, the principals, the fight of the night, our main event. Would you firstly please make a very big welcome to our visitor joining us from Omaha. He is undefeated in 22 contests with 16 knockouts. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Terrance Crawford! We labelled this contest Man of Steel for a very good reason. We're about to meet one. The former undefeated WBO Super Featherweight Champion and the reigning and defending WBO Lightweight Champion of the World, Ricky Burns! Over to fight promoter Eddie Hearn, thank you.
Thanks, John. Thanks, John. Firstly, just to... is that Mike? Firstly, just to give a huge thank you to the people of Glasgow. Some of you may not know, some of you may know, tonight we have another very special event. Many of them are here in this room. The third stop in the Premier League darts leg at the Hydro, 11,000 sellout. It was a concern for me to have the boxing so close to another one of our events, but we were left with one date with our obligations to the WBO and one date available, and that was the Saturday, 2 days after the Premier League darts. And I'm delighted to announce that as of last night, we have a sold out arena, 10,000 full capacity at the SECC for Saturday night. So thank you very much for your support. You've really pulled it out of the bag this time. The atmosphere is going to be absolutely electric come Saturday night. Talking about the main event shortly, but to go through a few pointers on the undercard, it's a brilliant card with so much on the line. You've already been introduced to a few of the fighters here. David Brophy stepping up to 8 rounds in his first real test, I believe, trying to make waves in the super middleweight division. Anthony Ogogo, you all saw him achieve great things in the Olympic Games in London. He's out in another test, in a good fight. John Simpson is in a fascinating fight, and like John said, you've got to take your hat off to John Simpson. Never ever in a dull fight, but not only that, you know, potentially moving 2 weights above his preferred weight, and I know he's won titles at super featherweight, but he's taking on John Murray. And that's a great England v Scotland clash right there, because John Murray back down at lightweight, first time he's made that weight in a long time. You saw him have a great fight with Brandon Rios and come back, and he's only had one fight since then. So that's a real great fight for John Murray and John Simpson, and we know what to expect from that one. To his left, someone who I believe is going to be a very special man in the world of boxing. Anthony Joshua won the Olympic super heavyweight gold medal in London, and since then has looked fantastic as a professional. He's the ultimate pro, he works hard, he's level-headed, he's a great ambassador for our game, and he takes his first real test, I believe, on Saturday night against Hector Alvia, a guy who you saw go 9 rounds with Derek Chisora less than a year ago, and we're expecting a tough fight for Anthony Joshua in his learning process, but we're trying to take Anthony to as many venues as possible all over the world, and Glasgow should enjoy this, because you're going to see something very special on Saturday night in Anthony Joshua. To his left, it's a pleasure again to be working with Alex Morrison. This is our 3rd straight defence of Ricky Burns' world title here in Glasgow, and everyone's been superbly supported. The fight with Gonzalez at the Emirates Arena, the fight with Beltran, and now of course the fight with Crawford. Each of those have seen improvement on the gate, and now we're at the full-out capacity at the SECC. So it's been a great journey so far, and long may it continue with Alex Morrison. To Billy, it's been a great camp for Billy and Ricky, and Ricky will talk more about that camp shortly. They've prepared fantastically well for this fight, and again, he'll talk more about that shortly. To Ricky Burns, what can you say? You saw the way he fought for 10 rounds with a broken jaw against Beltran, battled back in that fight. Yes, we were fortunate to get that draw, but sometimes you need a little bit of luck along the way, and no one deserves it more than Ricky Burns. This is, I believe, his toughest fight. I believe it's definitely Terrance Crawford's toughest fight, but as I found with Ricky, never shirking a challenge, and the 3 fights that he's been involved with since he's been with us have all been top level fights, and this is his 10th consecutive world title fight, and you just don't see that very often, and it's an absolute pleasure to be involved with Ricky Burns. He's a great fighter, a great person, and one of the most, or the most down-to-earth world champion you could ever meet. He deserves absolutely everything he gets. Terrance, it's great to have you here. We hear a lot about you from Bob Arum, and obviously HBO, and as much luck as we can wish to give you on Saturday. We do. I'm sure you'll enjoy the night. I know you haven't boxed in an atmosphere like this before. I think you'll enjoy it. If that can be said, it's a very unique occasion, fight night in Scotland. And for me as a promoter, these are the nights that you live for, the atmospheres that you live for. Brian, good luck to you as well. Hector, good luck to you as well, and young Michael Roberts as well, making his another appearance at super featherweight. He's a fantastic young talent. Just to say a few words. First of all, I'm going to pass it down to the Olympic bronze medalist. Fought on a number of our shows now. Delighted to be working with Golden Boy again to put Anthony on the show. Anthony, go, over to you.
Cheers, Eddie. Thanks for that, mate. Yeah, I just want to say, thanks for having me on the show again. I really appreciate it. It's a matter of always get excited about final matchroom cards, but particularly this one. I've been a massive fan of Ricky since he beat Rocky Martinez for the title, and when the opportunity came to fight up in Scotland in front of the atmosphere, the passion you guys have up here is unbelievable. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to fighting on Saturday night. I can't wait, and like you said earlier, I've got a good little test, and a guy who's going to come and have a win. So yeah, my first real test, I think, as a pro. I should wish all the rest of the boxers on here on the table all the best on Saturday night, and everybody come down and support and watch on Sky Sports. It's going to be a great night, like last week was in Hull. Boxing's on the rise now, and hopefully people can, get into it and love the sport that we all love so much. Cheers.
Thanks, Anthony. And David, up to 8 rounds, you've sold again an unbelievable amount of tickets for this fight.
Yeah, I sold about 700 tickets, which is funny because I've only got 2 mates, but looking forward to it again. Very thankful for the chance. Got with some atmosphere again with Ricky's supporter and my supporter follows. So a good test, and I'm looking forward to the 8 rounds and maybe more after that. So.
And John, I know that obviously your last fight was at lightweight against Tommy Core. You had much less notice for this fight.
Yeah.
Again up to lightweight. I know you'd rather be at super feather or super bantam as you texted me the other day.
Yeah.
But you know, I think this is a great fight for you and John Murray. And I know you fancy the job.
Yeah, but a great fight. I was actually training before I got the nod for this fight, but it was just my weight. But it wasn't under control because I never had a day. But it'll be a great fight. John Murray comes forward like myself. So, and I'm not going to take a backward step. I don't care if he's 2 weights above us, you know. And in size, I'll still stand with him. And in bag, we'll just need to see what happens. Right, but I'm really looking forward to it.
You've got to love that about Johnson. You've got to love that about Johnson. And Anthony, I know you boxed obviously at the O2 in Manchester, in Cardiff, but you've heard the stories about the atmosphere up here. I know you're excited.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be intense. Firstly, wish all the boxers here good luck, and good to see Ricky back doing his thing. Unfortunately, I can't see Simmons boxing on the bill. That would have been a cracker as well. But all I've got to say is I'm just looking forward to the weekend and then getting in there again and just doing what I love to do. And that's it, just trading some blows and tucking up, countering, jabbing. I just look forward to Saturday really, so I hope we all have a good show.
Thank you. And Hector and Joe, what he expects from the fight and his intentions going in.
Lo que tú crees que va a ser la pelea.
Buenos días, Eric. Bueno, va a ser una linda pelea porque he venido yo a ganar. Tengo experiencia ya internacional y bueno, mi rival Josué también es un boxeador experimentado que tiene experiencia en el campo amateur. Bueno, creo que va a ser una buena pelea, pero bueno, le digo que bueno, que vengo a ganar.
I come here to win. I'm more experienced than Anthony Joshua is, but this will tell of the night. Hopefully, I'll beat him.
Thank you. And moving on to the main event, Brian, I'd like you to say a few words about the camp, your experience and your expectations on Saturday.
Well, thanks, Eddie, for hosting the fight. I'm expecting Terrence to be victorious in this fight. My experience, I've been in boxing for 35 plus years, from 1978. Me and Terrence have been together since day one. Good luck to Ricky Burns and Billy Nelson.
Thank you, Brian. And Billy, coming back off the Beltran fight, tell us a little bit about the camp.
The camp, I know it's an old cliche, but this camp has been fantastic for me. The variation, the quality of sparring we've had has been the best we've had yet. And each week, Ricky's got progressively better to peak for Saturday night. And it's a fight we're really looking forward to, and we're going to be victorious on Saturday night.
Thank you. And Terrance, I know a man of a few words at the media workout. If we could get a few from you on Saturday, about Saturday.
I know he's going to come in shape. I know he's going to come ready to fight. I know he said he had good sparring and good camp. So do we. We just ready for Saturday. Let the best man win.
Thank you. And Ricky, I've seen a big smile on your face for a lot of this camp, and which is ironic coming off the back of a broken jaw. But you seem to have a great camp and in a great place.
Well, I really can't wait to Saturday night. What an atmosphere this is going to be. Just like to say a big thank you to everybody who's coming down on the night and for everybody for their support throughout this whole 12-week camp. Nobody knows more than us that this is going to be a very difficult fight, but fingers crossed we've done everything we can to prepare for it, but I'm ready for whatever's coming my way on Saturday, so it's going to be a good night.
Thank you very much. And just to finally say about this fight, I think this is a wonderful fight. I think I've said in a few interviews, I believe this is the best fight in the 135-pound division. Stylistically, entertainment-wise, two great fighters, two of the very best lightweights in the world. This is big-time boxing at the very, very top, and it's going to be an elite level fight on Saturday. Don't miss it. We'll be live on Sky Sports from 7 PM, running all the way through till 11:30 at night. It's a stacked card. It's sold out, so unfortunately, tell your friends, please don't turn up on the door. We told you to get them early and you didn't listen. I wish we had another couple of thousand tickets, but we don't. So It's going to be an incredible atmosphere there. Tomorrow, 1 o'clock, St Enoch Centre. Come down for the live weigh-in. It'll be live on Sky Sports News. Get yourself down, continue to support. Thank you as always. Every press conference, every weigh-in, every public workout, it's been packed with media and the public. This is why we continue to return back to Glasgow. As a promoter, I cannot wait for Saturday night. Not only for the fight, but the atmosphere and the occasion. It's going to be something very, very special. We're going to have head-to-head photos up here with Anthony Joshua and with Hector Alvear, one group shot as well, and then with Ricky and Terrence, and all fighters here are available for one-on-ones with all the media. Thank you again, and roll on Saturday night. Thank you very much.